Welcome in. It's Friday night, and I want to get straight to these reaction videos. I want to see what we're going to get in the next. What do we got here? We got 15 minutes of video. You can watch for that long. You can sit tight with me for the next 15 minutes, maybe even shorter. Who knows? I don't. My husband set this up. So let's see what he put in here and let's see what we're going to react to. So hopefully you know the drill that I don't scream too loud. I'll try to be as quiet as possible. But if it's crazy, I might make some noise. That's all I'm saying. Let's get it going.
And this might be the future of fashion.
Let me explain.
So nowadays, people are starting to wear anti-facial recognition clothing items. And the problem with facial recognition is nowadays it's everywhere. On our cameras, on our phones, just about anywhere in public that you go, facial recognition is being used on you, regardless if you know it or not. So nowadays, people are wearing certain things to combat facial recognition. Companies are going as far as making anti-facial recognition clothing items that would throw off these cameras, such as t-shirts, crew necks, long sleeves. They have these funky designs on there for the sole reason of throwing off these cameras. And people have been spotted walking around this city wearing these white face masks to conceal their privacy of their own face, which is crazy. People are now going as far as doing makeup to throw off this facial recognition. Some people are starting to make these face shields with reflections on them. And I've also started to see really creepy face masks that people are wearing that look like a human face. I don't know, man. 2025 is going to be a weird time. And I guess I'm anxious to see the future of this.
Before we go any further, I would like to get one of these just so that I could blend in, okay? So people will not know who I am when I'm out in public in local settings. Sometimes you just want to get into a place and you want to get out. If I had one of these, I could put it on and hopefully nobody would know it was me. I would absolutely love one of these. I would wear it. I think it's a bit crazy to the point that we have to wear masks or clothes because face recognition is everywhere. I'm sure in the bigger cities, it's everywhere. So I can see why people are starting it. But is this just going to be like a trend? Is this going to pass? But on a mental side note, I need to order one of those masks so that I can see if it helps. I don't think it's going to take away the fact that I'm tall. So people are going to know it's my body. But hey, at least it's not my face, right?
As to what brands might start making this. Like, are we going to see Nike and Supreme anti-facial recognition clothing and face masks? Could this be the future of, like, fashion? I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think on this. And if you like this video, don't forget to follow. So people...
Gridlock alert. Gridlock alert. Let's go, everybody honk. Woohoo! This is what happens when you don't... See, you're not supposed to go through. Look, these people are going to keep going through now. The gridlock's never gonna end. Look, this guy's gonna try to do it too. Look. Wait, why are we stuck right here? Oh, they stuck because of this? Oh my God, they're stuck because of the parking lot. Should we navigate the gridlock out of here? If you pull up, over here, you should pull up over here. You pull up over there. Yeah, you come over there, and then you come over here. You gotta go. Yeah, you go that way. Yeah, it's all right. When they move up, you'll move up. You're holding all the traffic up. The whole avenue. 7th Avenue is fucked because of you. Yeah, there you go. You're good. Keep going. Keep going. And then you gotta come around here. You gotta come around here. Come on, people. This isn't hard.
People are like, I don't trust you.
What are we doing? Unbelievable. They're fucking crazy. She just has to go over there and wait. You gotta go over there.
But she feels like she's gonna lose her spot.
Yeah, that's it. They're gonna let you in. Don't worry.
That's what you say.
7th Avenue. Yeah, go that way. Go. Right over there. It's okay, they're gonna let you in. There you go. Now you gotta come around. There, now we're free. Now everybody's free. Look at that. Oh, we just solved the problem. Oh, there we go. Everyone's free. See that? Good job.
Nice. You think they would just hire somebody to do what he just did? Maybe have a person out there directing traffic? Because you know that situation when you pull up and you're in traffic and you're like, do I go? Do I stay? I don't want to get pushed out of my position. And people are fearful. They're like, I'm not going to be able to get in here. If I go around, I'm going to be stuck. Nobody wants that. This gentleman needs to volunteer for a position there and just say, hey, I can stand out here and I could, direct people in for the next couple of days. You slide me a little of this. We have a deal going on here. Or just have it as a paid position maybe. I don't know.
One person can...
My favorite videos, you know it. This isn't as scary as some of the other ones. Mm, okay. My dad, may he rest in peace, was so afraid of heights. He probably couldn't even watch this with me. He would be freaking out. Rest in peace, Dad. But he did not like heights. When I was a little girl, I remember we would travel a lot, and anytime we would go, on a road that went close to the water or if we went over a bridge, he would be freaking out. And we traveled a lot in our family motorhome, and he wouldn't drive over the bridges. He wouldn't do any of that. He wouldn't go next to the water. He would make my mom drive, and he would sit in the back, lay down in the back with his head covered because he was afraid, scared to death of heights. So this is not something that he would even do at all. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness, this is one of the wildest things I have seen, and this is not your average robot. This is the Clone Alpha by Clone Robotics, and this contains all 206 bones that the human body contains, and they are fully articulated with artificial ligaments and connective tissues. Now, they're very high on the hand function of these robots. I'm going to show you the raw clip in a second, but just listen to this. The hand functions with human level thumbs, surgical precision, a trigger finger, and it is compatible with human tools. And it's not going to walk like other robots. It says, finally, a robot that walks naturally. And it says, do it once and the clone will do it forever. They have a telekinesis training platform. I don't even know how that's possible. This technology is absolutely insane. Yes, you can reserve one of these things this year in 2025, but just check out the raw clip and the music that they used.
So my mind is going into all kinds of crazy places. What are people going to use this for? What are they going to do with these things? I don't know. That's a little bit too realistic to me. Too realistic. We're at the point where we are not even going to need other people in our lives because we're going to have this. I just don't understand. I wonder how much this is going to go for. You've heard of other clones and robots going for 20,000. What is this? This seems like it's like two steps away from being your clone. Put your face on it. If it can do everything a person can do, I don't know. That's just, we're too much in the future. Mm. Oh no. Ugh.
This is really
Check
cool.
this out, y'all. A wheelbarrow with a lift system. So if you've got a dump trailer, let's say you're a roofer, you're a contractor, a fencing guy, drop the wheelbarrow in, press the button, and this thing brings it and dumps
That's
it.
genius. How much labor is this going to save?
Crazy.
That's
More
productivity.
pounds, and believe it or not, it's powered just by two little batteries in there. You could also move it around the dump trailer. So when you've got a load here and you want to fill the trailer on this side, no big deal. Fill this side, then move it around the other side. Pretty lightweight. This is available
This
for
looks like
pre-order.
just a fun
Check out the guys at
tool to use.
to pre-order yours. Very cool. I'm definitely
I like that.
This is really
Check
cool.
this out, y'all. A wheelbarrow.
Have you heard of this movie Roar from the 80s? I just watched it. It is outrageous. They use untrained lions. Everyone gets hurt. Please listen to how dangerous this was. This famous director-actress married duo was like, why don't we make a movie where people live amongst dangerous wild animals? Literally. So they started collecting lions in their home. They just acquired them from zoos and circuses and had them just hanging around the house. They eventually collected 71 tigers, 26 lions, 9 black panthers, 10 cougars, 2 jaguars, leopards, elephants, swans, geese, and they owned all of these animals illegally. The production was a mess. They would just film these animals continuously waiting for them to do something interesting. So the script would change based on what the animals did, and the animals were credited as writers. Like, this is lead actor slash head writer Robbie. I watched the movie, and it has no plot. The whole thing is just these animals attacking these actors who aren't acting, they're genuinely scared for their lives. And they would have the actors run and scream in fear so that the lions would chase them. And there were 100 injuries in 2 years. 100. Now, this is all the shit that happened to the director. Like, he was bitten 11 times and almost lost his arm and got gangrene. And Tippy, his wife, was bitten in the head by a lion. She was bitten by this lion named Cherries.
See?
She also got gangrene and was attacked by a leopard and a cougar. And she broke her ankle after this elephant just picked her up by its trunk and threw her to the ground. And for another scene, they put honey on Tippy's face so this animal could lick it off, knowing it could kill her. And the cinematographer was scalped, fully scalped by a lion, by none other than Cherries, our girl. He needed 220 stitches to sew his scalp back on, and then went back on set to...
I'm going to have to go do some research to see if this is real. I need to fact check here. There is no way. I believe it because he seems like he's telling a very compelling story. But are we serious? What is wrong with people? That many lines, that many animals in your home, and let's just start a camera. You know, now this is reality TV. This is, I think, if we were to do this in this time, right? People would probably tune in to see this. So what? There's a couple Black Panthers or some lions, you know, people are just running, screaming through the woods with the animals. I don't, what would possess a couple to do this? Like, were they having a hard time in their marriage? They sat down and looked at each other and said, listen, I love you, you love me, but we're just a little bored here. So why don't we just start a zoo in our house? And we'll invite some friends over. We'll start a camera, and we'll just see where it goes. We'll just see where it goes. And so what if we get bit? So what if people potentially, you know, get wounded? It doesn't matter. I mean, this is just it's going to keep us entertained because we're just bored. We're just bored, and that's where we're at. This is psychotic. This is nuts. And how come nobody, the authority, the law, nobody stepped in to say, we know that you're running an illegal zoo in your backyard. We can hear the howls from next door. We see the food that you're bringing in for this. Nobody? I don't believe this. Oh my gosh. People are nuts.
Finish the movie. Then, get this, a pipe burst and flooded the property. 15 lions and tigers escaped, and law enforcement had to kill 3 of them, which included Robbie, the main actor slash writer. They had to kill Robbie. So they just replaced him with another lion. It took them 8 months to rebuild the set after the flood, and then 12 wildfires broke out. It took them 11 years to make this movie. 11 years of pure hell. The cost to feed all the animals in the crew was $4,000 a week. So the couple sold all 4 of their houses to afford it and then went bankrupt. All in all, the movie cost $17 million to make.
Oh,
and this
no.
is what it made at the box office.
This is crazy.
$2 million. After all that. Oh, and it's like...
I can't even wrap my head around this. This is a movie. I just can't even. This seems like the craziest story I've ever heard in my life. To where I cannot believe any of this. My brain does not know how to compute this. It just doesn't. I check out. I check out on this one.
Comedy, by the way. Like, this is a comedy. And the proceeds from the movie were supposed to fund all the animals' retirement. But since it only made $2 million, that just didn't happen. We don't know what happened to Cherries.
And it cost them $17 million.
The very next year, they were like, absolutely not. We are a terrible pair. Have you heard of this movie?
All right, I'm guessing you sort of agree with Stephen A. Smith, right?
No, I don't actually.
Okay.
Stephen A. Smith has, respectfully, he's never worked on a campaign, so, you know, he's just kind of talking and going what everybody is saying. I am, to be honest with you, I'm very frustrated with Bernie Sanders. His momentum did pick up in 2015. If he believes that he has a better vision for the Democrat Party, then he should start a third party. The progressive voters have been asking for him to leave the Democrat Party. They don't like you at the Democrat Party. They're not making room for you at the Democrat Party. You've lost more races than you've won. He sent out a fundraiser paraphrasing email today and doing what with it? So if he believes he represents this working class voter, as he says, then what is he doing besides disrupting the Democrat Party? They have a right to run their party how they want to. The working class that went for Trump are not the working class that went for Bernard Sanders. And so to even pretend that they're the same is a con game and a timeshare. Bernie Sanders' vision is completely different. As you know, conservatives have many times said that Bernie Sanders is a socialist. That's not the voter that Trump pulls. So if Bernie Sanders believes that he has the vision, he has the know-how, then why not go build at the Green Party and allow people a third party option?
Fascinating idea. We may see a third party finally break out. Back in 2016, when I was covering the campaign, we used to go and try to find sort of what we described as a unicorn voter. It was a Bernie Sanders supporter who, if Bernie didn't get the nomination, they were going to flip to Trump. It turns out there were an awful lot of them. Tons of them. In fact, think about Joe Rogan himself, who endorsed Bernie Sanders in 2020, then went for Trump in 2024. Take a listen.
Who are you going to vote for in the primary?
I think I'll probably vote for Bernie. He's been insanely consistent his entire life. He's basically been saying the same thing, been for the same thing his whole life. And that, in and of itself, is a very powerful structure to operate from.
What I'm hearing from you is actually the problem is Democrats need to break off and become more progressive, more liberal, rather than moderate to traditional values.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is, Lee, and I want to be clear, that's a bunch of BS. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I don't believe that Joe Rogan believes in the socialist policies that Bernie Sanders is talking about. I don't believe that the voters that went for Trump and skipped over VP Harris believe in the policies that Bernie Sanders is talking about. They are two totally, the only thing that they agree with, because obviously I was on the campaign at that time, the only people that Bernie Sanders supporters believed in and Trump supporters believed in at that particular time was trade. That was about it. There was nothing, everything else couldn't be further left or right. They do not have the same solutions. Bernie Sanders is simply continuing to disrupt the Democrat Party to try to control it. They're not giving it to him. They don't have the numbers. They've lost pretty much everybody on the squad, if you will. The backbone has been gone, and to be honest with you, he has really destroyed the progressive movement. In my opinion, the momentum's no longer there because he has continued to fold to the Democrat Party. Let the Democrats be the Democrats.
Look, you make a great point that there is a separation between the Progressive Party right now and the Democrat Party.
There absolutely is.
They'll have to fight it out. Teslin, thank you very much for the perspective. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.
You're good. You trying to go down the next block?
Yeah, we're going off the bike place.
Okay. Man. Oh, man. Here, hold on. I'm sliding too. Hold on. Let's go over here.
Just a little bit more. This is scary.
I'll drive up this.
I know.
No.
Why would you even try? What is wrong with people? You need like picks. Ice picks.
Headed for a bit.
Ice picks.
Are you hurt? Here, buddy. Grab both my hands. You got it? No. Let go of you. Okay.
Gosh, you guys, that was an interesting array of videos that we just reacted to. Nothing super scary, only the one downhill that I actually did pretty good going through. It was nice to see Teslin Figaro. I always love seeing her with her take on Bernie Sanders and as far as what he could potentially bring or not bring to the Democratic Party. That was a nice take on her as well. Then that last one was just everybody trying to go up ice. What is wrong with you people? You cannot do that. It's not going to work. If there's some content that you want to see as far as like things that you want to react to and you want me to react to it, please don't let it be too crazy, okay? But drop comments below. Make sure that you subscribe and like, share this out. Do whatever it is you kids do. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Peace out.